Now we are here for our Mountain Mover moment on today. You might think this is a little weird, but stay with me just for a moment. Disney Pixar released a project or a movie. They have actually a couple of movies that they released years ago, and there was one part that stood out to me in the movie, and it was a movie called Monsters, Inc., which is a cartoon. During the movie, the premise was for the monsters to go into the real world and scare humans by making them scream. It would give them a certain energy. But when the monsters would go into the real world, if they were touched by anything that was in the real world, they would yell out 2319, 2319. What that meant was that they would have to go back into their portal where they were from and get shaved and start over because they had been contaminated by the world. Today we're reading Numbers 23:19, and it says, God is not a man that he should lie, or a son of man that he should change his mind. Has he said it? Has he not done it? Or has he spoken it? Will he not fulfill it? The reason I started with the cartoon and why I want to bring that to you on today, there are some times that God wants to bring you some things and make them come to pass. But what happens is we've been contaminated by our worldly thinking, and what the Lord has to say is 2319 and strip us down and start us back over in some cases because we have allowed the world to contaminate our faith and make us think that God's promises will not come to pass. Sometimes because of age, we think that God's promises will not come to pass. We think because of divorce, God's promises will not come to pass. We think because of being let go from our job, that God's promises won't come to pass. We think because of some of our best friends that we thought we would make millions with leave us, that God's promises will not come to pass. But if you think and look back over your life, there has never been a place where God has failed. His word will never fail, nor will it return void. So I speak to you from a place of knowing that God has made promises in my life. He's made promises in your life, and you got to make sure that you are steering clear, keeping your mind state on Christ, knowing that if it doesn't happen in the time that I want it to happen, I have to know that my steps have already been ordered by the Lord, and everything that he has ordained for me will come to pass. So I will no longer allow what the world says as my success to be what contaminates my mind and my heart. If my relationship with God is what I say it's going to be, I'm not going to allow someone to come in like the monster would come in and make me scream and take away all the godly energy and take away all the God faith that I've been standing in, and my praise and my worship, because I've been walking in fear. God said today, Numbers 23:19 has to be on your heart, that God is not a man that he should lie, or the son of man that he shall change his mind. If he promised it to you, it will come to pass. Stand firm in your relationship and know that God will bring it to you. That was your Mountain Mover moment.